Creating and nurturing a strong office culture is not only crucial and vital to agent satisfaction and retention, but is actually one of the best ways to grow your organization. Today, we're going to talk to you about the 3 best ways to get a strong office culture going. Hi, I'm Michael Darmanin, CEO of Sellstate, and let's get right into it. Let's talk about the 3 ways to grow a really strong office culture. Now, the first point might seem a little straightforward, and that is open two-way communication. Seems very simple, but it's something that is actually, believe it or not, often missed within the office environment. Let me tell you what I mean by that. When was the last time you spoke with everybody on your roster? Probably longer than you realized, right? Two-way communication is very important, and that doesn't just involve you giving your cell phone number out to your agents and telling them to reach out anytime they may have questions or concerns. It actually starts with you reaching out to them. As you know, agents are busy and they're out there working, they're hustling, they're getting a lot of stuff done, but they don't always have time to come into the office. And often what happens is time gets away from us and we don't realize how long it's been since we've spoken with the members of our office. So what you want to do is reach out to everybody on your roster. Now, I would recommend reaching out with a phone call. Texting is great, messaging is great, but it's not the same as a phone call. Reach out with a call. If you can't get a hold of the person, leave a brief message, just let them know, hey, I just reaching out, wanted to chat for a few minutes, and then send them a follow-up text, letting them know, hey, reached out, love to chat for a few minutes. What you want to do is show them that even though they're busy and maybe they haven't had an opportunity to get back to you, you care enough that you're going to reach back out to them. This is not just taking a name off of a list. You actually want to show that you care. Now, when you get them on the phone, what do you do? What do you talk about? Ideally, you want to have a purpose. And one great example that you can use any time of year is business planning. Now, most people think of business planning at the end of the year when they create their plans, or the beginning of the year when they're creating their plans or reviewing them. But really, a business plan is something that should be looked at all year long. So if you have, for example, an agent in your office that talked about wanting to start farming, reach out. How's that going? Did you get farming? Have you started it? Maybe they gave up on it too soon. The other big important thing is, what can I do to help? How are we doing at reaching our goals, and where can I come in? What is it I can do to help you get to those goals? So again, the first way might seem pretty straightforward, but open two-way communication is vital to building a strong culture in your office. All right, now the second point is actually where we're going to start to have a little bit of fun. One of the things with the real estate office is once upon a time it was the center for all activity. But now a lot of the things that we used to use the office for, we can do with our phones from virtually anywhere in the world. So what you want to do is turn your office into kind of the social hub, if you will. So what we need to do is make sure we have a steady flow of activities. Now, some of those are going to be your obvious ones, like your office meetings, making sure that you have those with your team on a regular basis. I recommend same day, same time, so people know when to expect it. But from there, what we really want to do is get into team building, cultural stuff, fun stuff, social stuff. One good example, you might want to do a pizza party at the office. Simple enough to do, but people love pizza parties, right? The other thing you might want to do is look at activities that are social with the group, but not necessarily work related. So for example, bowling night could be a lot of fun, right? Have the whole team come out, book some lanes, go out, have a great time. Another thing you might want to do is different clubs around the office, right? You might want to think of having a movie club or a book club. I've even seen an office in the past that had a run club. There was a bunch of people who wanted to get in shape, and it was everybody came out, they got together, and they went for their walks and runs together. So really, you want to think of the office in terms of kind of that social hub. Now, the other thing you could do that's very helpful is giving back to the community. It could be something as simple as making a bunch of PB&J sandwiches, or it could be going out and cleaning up your local neighborhood. But getting the team together and going out and giving back to the community is also a really, really strong way to build that camaraderie and culture. And you know, let's face it, giving back feels good. So with the second point, what you really want to do is think of the office in terms of a fun social hub for your group. And you don't have to really think too deep, but come up with some fun activities, but very importantly, be consistent with them. Make sure you're having a regular activity, whether it's once or twice a month, whatever it is, have something fun going on. Our third and final suggestion for growing a strong office culture today involves recognizing success. Recognizing success is so important. We know that real estate is a very, very challenging industry. And so we want to make sure that we are celebrating every time we have a victory. Celebrate your top performers in your office. Maybe it's a milestone. Maybe it's somebody's first listing and you want to make a big deal out of that. If your office has a revenue sharing program and somebody has a particularly good month, make sure you share that success. When an agent in your office has a closing, Call and congratulate them every single time, every single closing. Make a big deal out of it. You want them to know that they're going to be celebrated so that they're more likely to want to attend the next event or the next meeting, and to make sure that they're telling their friends, that their peers, to attend as well. Also, make sure you have an end of the year awards banquet. It's really important. These people work very, very hard all year round, and we really want to make sure that we're celebrating their successes and their wins as we go through. As I said, real estate is a difficult industry to be in, but there's so much to celebrate and so many opportunities that you really want to make sure you're on top of that. So what we did today was give you 3 simple points to really get yourself started at building that perfect office culture. So 2-way communications, social celebration of events, and also recognizing achievements and milestones. Here at Sellstate, we really value our culture, and we want to make sure that everybody within our organization has a wonderful experience. If you're out there and feeling that that's something that might be lacking where you are, we would strongly encourage you to take a look at any one of our brokerages. I think you're going to like what you have to see. For you brokers out there that are struggling or maybe looking to get a culture going, saw something in here, would like some more help, feel free to reach out. We'd love to see how we can assist in helping you get that perfect office culture going. If you like what you saw here today, be sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned. We're going to have lots of tips coming your way. Leave a comment below. I know we touched on 3 ideas, but there are many, 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 and we'd love to hear from you. Looking forward to bringing you more tips and ideas soon.